Hi everybody, my name's Hugh McGinley. This is a book called Jinx by me. Had she been religious, she would have said a prayer. It was dastardly, it was cruel, and it was unjust. It spread everywhere, covering everything, going against nature and defying all that was correct. Surely, Catherine thought, there was no need for this much hollandaise. And yet there it was, perfect, in front of her. Catherine Kint was, at that moment, sitting on the bench of an eatery in the north of Melbourne, taking in ambience, eggs benedict, the newspaper, and large amounts of life-giving coffee. While the ambience was doing little, therapeutically speaking, all other elements were exercising her hangover and lifting her mood. She had made a deal with herself about the hangover, it being the 5th in as many days, in which she would reconcile with it and its side order of regret after breakfast. Then she would plan an attack on the mounting work that was plaguing 3 corners of her mind. For now, though, it was just her, the hollandaise, and the coffee, alone and almost at peace. As the minutes became tens of minutes, and they became clusters of tens of minutes, the mosquito in the net irritability that had dogged her since waking was receding as surely as the barista's hairline. Instinct caused her to turn momentarily and look towards the room, seeing newspapers rapidly fluttered in front of 2 men on separate tables. A moment to check their body language told Catherine there was nothing but admiration in their glances. She caught sight of her own reflection in the dark metal of the coffee machine and smiled. The hangover didn't show, just a slim woman with a mod bob haircut and dark eyes. Perhaps her slow burn contentment was alluring, and they appreciated the languid way that she turned a newspaper page, or the way her dark fringe danced in time as she nodded agreement to one of the more astute opinion pieces. Maybe they enjoyed watching a woman contemplating her position on the planet at that time and finding it increasingly satisfactory. Her contemplation was ended by the locust of the 21st century. Her mobile rang. The news on the line was bad. If Boris had been screaming or crying, Catherine would have been less worried. Instead, he spoke with a detachment Catherine had only heard him use moments before vomiting. Boris, raconteur, friend and barman, was obviously upset. I hope you've started without me. I have, of course. Catherine, I'm looking at a dead girl. Where are you? Alleyway near the Abruzzo. On my way. Catherine, yes? She's what, Boris? She's had her throat cut, Catherine. You called the cops? Yeah. Jesus. By the time Boris had uttered his final blasphemies, Catherine had peeled a 20 from her wallet, finished her latte and was out the door. She had ascertained from the conversation that A, something horrible had happened, B, Boris was in no state to be alone, as he was possibly about to vomit on a corpse, nor would he be able to say exactly where he was. Was it the alleyway behind the Abruzzo Club, or the T-junction of alleyways near the Abruzzo Club car park? C, she would be a better friend if she moved immediately to wherever he was. The cafe was only a hop, skip and a jump to either place. And D, work was going to have to wait.